Dr. Charles Chu, professor of real estate in the School of Business. I'm not one of the 7 alumni, so the clock does not start right now. Bridget, Renata, and Regina, thank you so much for organizing this great event. When I was asked to give a short talk, because some of the alum, you probably forgot, okay, what is the experience, the great experience of listening to a professor dragging on and on and on for hours? This is a reminder. So I was asked to give a short talk, so I thought, okay, what would be a good topic, right up my alley, but also a topic that might be interesting to the general public. So I decided to talk about the financial crisis. But this is a decade later. It seems not too long ago we were talking about the financial crisis, the meltdown, the housing crisis, but that was September 2008 when Lehman Brothers went down. Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac were taken over by the federal government. 10 years later, a lot of debates, a lot of discussions about what happened, what went wrong, who should be responsible for the whole thing. What have we learned? My MSRE students got stuck with me for more than 10 hours in Taipei and Hong Kong. I was talking about mortgage-backed securities, the Big Short, all those exciting things, at least exciting for me, not necessary for them. So it's not possible. I only have 5 minutes left to give you the whole idea. So this is a teaser of what this whole lecture is about. So, how many of you recognize those 3 people? The public learned a lot about the financial crisis through books, movies, and other media. I wonder how many people actually recognize all 3 of them. They're authors who wrote books about the financial crisis. But the interesting thing, I guess most of the students probably will recognize those 3 guys. And how are they connected to the financial crisis? Do you know? Yeah, The Big Short. They're the stars in the movie The Big Short. And this is an example, maybe the Hollywood's attempt to demystify and explain what happened. Very entertaining movie. But I think the important message I want to share with you is it's not that simple, and the message could be a little bit biased. If you saw the movie, you probably remember this very interesting scene. Selena Gomez was at a blackjack table with a gentleman. Okay, Dr. Jin's class, econ students, do you recognize that gentleman on the right? In 2015, when the movie was released, he was not that famous. But in 2007, he was awarded Nobel Prize of Economic Science, Dr. Richard Thaler, behavioral economist. But that is not what I want to focus on. But the message here, after the movie, in one interview, Selena Gomez mentioned this. This is a quote. What I love about what they are doing, the filmmaker were doing here, is finding ways to explain it to people, lay persons, so that when they watch it, myself included, we will understand everything that's going on. That's dangerous. You can't learn and understand everything in 90 minutes in a movie. But that is the wrong message, and that's why I spend a lot of time help my students understand, but I feel, if this is a quiz for MSRE students, I hope you can clearly define all those terms. They're all related to the financial crisis. It's extremely complicated, but I have 3 messages, short messages. Have you heard of the saying, don't hate the player, hate the game? My view is just the opposite. Hate the players, don't hate the game. securitization, mortgage-backed securities after the crisis, the big banks, they're the evil, right? They brought down the economy. But no, that's not the case. Securitization, mortgage-backed securities, everyone, the general public in the United States have benefited from this system for decades. I can borrow mortgage at 4% interest rate, and AAA rated companies will have to pay about the same interest rate for their corporate bonds. How many AAA rated companies are in the US? Any guess? Other than MSRE students, you should know. How many? 2. There are 2 companies in the US can borrow money at the same interest rate as I have to pay for my mortgage. Why? Because we have a well-developed mortgage-backed securities securitization system. People don't realize that. But what went wrong? The players. People abused the system. So who should we blame? Big banks, right? My message is an outrageous statement. Don't blame the big banks. Don't blame them alone. Everybody is responsible, including educators. We did not prepare the general public well enough. Understanding the financial fundamentals, being financially responsible, that is extremely important. Finally, not everyone is evil. The movie, if you remember, it seems that it portrayed all the Wall Street rating agencies, investment banks, and mortgage brokers, everybody as crooks. But a lot of them, a lot of people at that time, they were just too naive. They didn't understand what they're doing. So the message, I'm out of time, but the message here is we need to learn, we need a better education of the public so we don't repeat the same mistake. In real estate, we say we have 10-year cycle of 5-year memories. We already forgot what happened in 2009. Thank you very much.